Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The Washington Wizards here at home in an interconference matchup. Should be a good one. George with the ball. Out guarded by Porzingis. George looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Now here's Beal. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. George with the ball. Pass to Powell. That 3 off the mark. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the inside. Beal. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Back to Covington. They get the rebound.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
And Morris has got the ball here for Washington. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. GA, he's asked to carry a big-time scoring role, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown in his playmaking. When the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
Down low. Back to George. Over Kispert.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Powell for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Kispert. The wide open look here for Kuzma. And another miss by Washington. And here's Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
That's a play that's all about positioning. Paul George has the elevation to make it easy.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside, Beal. From past the arc. The Wizards with another miss.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Covington's shot is off. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Wizards. Looking for their first basket of the game. There's the 3. Rebounded by Covington.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there. And if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Pass to Powell. Outside Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got 5 now. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
So it's Washington now, after the Clippers pick up 2.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Pass to Powell. From downtown, Porzingis with the rebound. Wizards trail by 8. Here's Beal. And Covington sends it back.
This guy is such a lengthy wing defender. Robert Covington doing work defensively.
Back to Powell. Lets it go from deep. No good that time. And the Wizards now going the other way.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Porzingis. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Don't tell me I'm just a finesse big man. KP with the highlight reel material.
And again, no good by the Clippers. The Wizards with possession. They trail by 6. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Kristaps Porzingis is a tough cover. This guy knows he can make threes. Now you get inside the lane and look out.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by Powell.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Outside, Beal. Shoots over Zubac. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here as we get underway once again. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
They swipe it. Pass to Covington. Here's Highland. Right side a screen. From deep 3-point range. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Clippers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And Doris, when you think Hassan Whiteside, what's the first thing that jumps into your mind?
Probably that lockdown defense, the ability as a shot blocker to intimidate people. Multiple seasons now, this is a guy who's led the league in blocks. Getting shots off around this guy is not an easy task.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, this is one aspect of his game where Kawhi Leonard has come such a long way. The ability to make guys around him better with his passing.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname the Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. Former All-Star, injuries have held him back. But now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks. Tries to keep it alive. And they'll get another chance. Right side a screen. 6 to shoot. Joe can't get it to go. Wizards trailed by 11. Inside. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Right, if you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass, on time, on target.
To the middle. Whiteside, good. Whiteside's got 6 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint. And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Nobody near Leonard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Leonard's got his second bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Pass to Kuzma. Leonard with the ball. Now Avdia defending. The 3-ball. Joe can't get it to go. And so it's none with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. A 12-point game. Back to Kuzma. Now Gafford. He's covered by Whiteside. Now here's Avdia. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they... have other options they can go to. Well, the Washington Wizards trying to get their organization on track. I think bringing in Wes Unseld to lead that coaching staff is critical. Maintaining your tie to Bradley Field is equally important. But boy, guys, it has been a while since they've had real success. Their last finals trip, 1979.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Whiteside's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles. Wright outside. Pass to Avdia. Back to Wright. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Porzingis. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4. And Doris, what do you think the Wizards need to make a deeper run at the playoffs?
Well, ambition is certainly a good place to start, but you have got to understand this is a process. And I think the change in management, the change in head coaching position, and the acquisition of someone like Kyle Kuzma, who's a multi-positional wing player that's important. Still a lot of questions for this organization. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Joe. Here's Highland. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Joe. Takes the 3. Sinks the triple. Joe's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Clippers. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
We've got 1:28 left in the first half of the game. Morris looking over the floor. Screen by Porzingis. And it's Kispert in the corner. The Wizards with another miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, Porzingis has tremendous mobility, so engaged on the offensive end. He has no problem finding open teammates.
Pass to man. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by the Wizards. Outside, Beal. Lets it go with the three. The shot comes out, so the Clippers will take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, George. They set the pick. Just 4 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer, and he gets it to go. George has got his third basket of the night right there. Beal drives in. Basket good.
That's just a great move by Beal. Little shake, little bake right there.
No good on the last second attempt there. And so we wrap up the first half. Clippers lead by 15. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. And here's Covington from the arc. That shot, no good. And Washington the other way now. Outside, Beal. Pass to Porzingis. Leonard with the steal. Here's George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. 9 points for Paul George.
Well, that's about strength from Paul George. You touch the paint, he will finish.
Outside, Beal. Screen by Porzingis. To the paint. Out to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard with the steal. Pass to George. The second effort. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up with this shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Kuzma sets a screen. And And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on George.
The subject of trade rumors year after year. Beal has the skill set every team is looking for.
Well, he's elite at scoring the basketball, and he understands when and how to create for the players around him. There's only a handful of guys in this league who do what he does with his level of consistency. Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Pass to Avdia. For 3. The rebound by Paul George.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
To the middle. Here's Leonard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And it's 7 points for Leonard.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Washington calls timeout. Wizards trailed by 21. Wright looking around. Pass to Nunn. Just 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. And another miss by Washington. Clippers leading by 21. Here's Powell, guarded by Wright. Outside, George. Back to Powell. Puts up a 3. Connects from three-point range.
3-point field goal.
Powell's got 8.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button, like we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, it seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. Bounce pass from Wright. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
And it's rebounded by Covington. And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Wizards trailed by 21.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Porzingis inside. Pass to Avdia. Back to Nunn. Leonard with the steal. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Highland. No points in the game yet for him.
Eric Gordon.
Buries it from three-point range.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Batum inside. To the inside. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Joe can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 20. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. To the left wing. Lets the three fly. Abdia can't hit. Driving to the basket. And it's good for two.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Your Wizards.
And so it's Los Angeles.
The Clippers. 50.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Clippers leading by 22. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And two cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown, but bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Out to Morris. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's Batum. The offensive rebound. Right wing. Pass to Whiteside. Outside Gordon. Right side a screen. Here's Highland. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Morris outside. Pass to Kispert. Washington gets it back. Right side Porzingis. Morris with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively.
Clippers foul.
A different look for the Clippers.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Back to Nunn. Shoots over Powell. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
Back to George. And here is Powell. 5 to shoot. Nice move. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And George drops them both. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Los Angeles calls timeout. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. There's a screen by Covington. Inside. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick and roll game to perfection.
And now Covington running the floor all by himself. And that one's good. Leonard.
Assist goes to.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Yours last season was a tough one for the Wizards. What was the biggest missing ingredient that you saw?
Well, I think there were so many things going on with the organization, Kevin. First and foremost, you brought in Wes Unseld as your coach. It was a great move, but obviously you have to institute an entirely new system on both ends of the floor. Obviously, they had some key personnel that were hurt during periods of the season. So a lot of new faces across the board for this team. So much went into their struggles. One of the things that's been said before, but is so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
Right from outside. And another miss by Washington.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Outside Covington. Down low. Got a piece of it. Here's Gill. The Wizards with another miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Left side, George. Launches a three.
Paul George.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got 21.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Deni Avdija.
Fourth team foul.
And that'll be his third foul so far.
Substitution for your Wizards.
Here's Leonard. It's not going to go for him. And it's Washington the other way.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice, they're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kawhi Leonard.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Leonard on the wing, beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Wizards. Kuzma outside. Avdia with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Porzingis. Plays it up and banks it in.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by Los Angeles.
Leonard inside. The shot by George, wide open. Offensive rebound. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. It's George on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
That's good from George.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And the Wizards with possession. None wide open. No good on the 3. Leonard looking around. From deep, George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took...
Last year I made $7 million, didn't have to do a single show. Should I tune my up at Coca-Cola for the check that cut me at the Super Bowl? On my life moments is a Super Bowl. Dr. Dre, he got a Super Bowl. Last night I was texting Jack Dorsey.